Hi and welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss a play which is written by William Shakespeare. The title of this play is Macbeth. It is a tragedy. Let's begin with the introduction of this play. Macbeth is a play written by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare and the complete title of this play is The Tragedy of Macbeth. It was published in 1623. It is written in blank verse. The setting of this play is in Scotland and England. Mainly, there are two sources of the story. First is Holinshed Chronicle, and the second is Demonology by King James I. So, whatever the supernatural elements and the witchcraft we have seen in the Macbeth is just because he was influenced by the Demonology, which is written by King James I. And it is not a completely, we can say, it is a historical document, but we can say it is an amalgam of both historical facts and imagination of the author. So we cannot consider Macbeth as a complete as a historical document. It is just a piece of art which is mixed with both imagination and history. Let's discuss Shakespeare as a dramatist. William Shakespeare was born on 26 April 1564 and died in 3rd April 1660, was an English playwright, poet and actor. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Heaven. He wrote 37 plays, 154 sonnets and 2 long narrative poems. At the age of 18, he got married with Anne Hathaway, with whom he had 3 children. His plays have been translated into every major language and are performed. He is also the 3rd most translated author in history. He was the man, said Dryden, who of all modern and perhaps ancient poets had the largest and most comprehensive soul. It means that he is one of the person who I think who knows how human behave, who is the kind of person who has portrayed his character in a complete manner, in a total. He has accepted the person, he has accepted the human with his fault and follies. He draws the authentic figure of human without any idealization. He is known for his insightful originality, means he never tries to mold his character according to his faith, according to his belief, but he represents character as it is, with his follies, with his goodness, and he never portray the character in a fragmented way. His character are mostly complete. Now next, some features of Shakespearean tragedy is role of fate, conflict between good and evil, comic relief, supernatural element, use of irony, poetic justice. As we have seen in Macbeth too, there is how the fate has controlled the human actions. Then we have also seen now the conflict between good and evil, and that good and evil is not outside, it is inside the Macbeth mind, where he is suffering from that conflict, and we have seen that how Macbeth succumb in front of the evil forces. And the comic relief is also there in Macbeth. Then the supernatural element, the 3 witches, one of the famous, we have a line in Macbeth that is fair is foul and foul is fair, uttered by the 3 witches, and we have seen that how their prophecies has affected the Macbeth destiny. And then use of irony, we have also seen in the speech of Duncan when he when he praised the Macbeth, and that in future it happens totally opposite. And the poetic justice has also happened in this play. And the catharsis of emotions, change in character, tragic waste. So some of the character tragic waste means some of the characters they died without their fault. That is tragic waste. And the characters are mostly the characters got changed at the end. Like we have seen how Lady Macbeth is facing psychological problem at the end of the play. And the catharsis of emotion. Catharsis means purification, purgations, and how by arising the pity and fear. So pity for ourselves, pity for and fear, pity for the character and fear for ourselves. Then the major theme is cruelty, violence, contradict between kingship and tyranny, result of vaulting ambition, the conflict between good and evil, relation between human world and natural world, psychological suffering, betrayal and tragedy, meaninglessness of life, guilt. So these are some major theme in this play. Cruelty and violence we can relate with each other, and then the kingship and tyranny. The kingship by King Duncan, he was a very good ruler, and the tyranny by King Macbeth. And this whole play is based on the vaulting ambition of the Macbeth, his unchecked ambition, and the next is the conflict between good and evil. So this is also one of the most important theme, and the relation between human world and natural world. So how the nature, when he was returning from the battle, Macbeth and his friend Banquo, when they were returning from the battle, so the whole nature is like mournful. It is very gloomy and sad. It shows that something inauspicious is going to be happen. So nature in this play also reflect what is going inside the human mind. That is reflected in the nature outside. Okay, then the next we have discussed, and then the Renaissance influence in the play is that this play is written by William Shakespeare, and he belonged to the Renaissance age. And so during Renaissance, man is at the center. So there is a glorification of man power, man potentials is at the center. Macbeth himself is the reason of every chaos. So here we can see that Shakespeare has never tried to suggest or never tried to impose on the reader that some supernatural element is responsible for everything that has happened to Macbeth. But Macbeth himself is the reason. For his destiny, he is responsible for whatever he has does in the play, because evil is bond. Evil can never exist in that. It is born to die. So the character of Macbeth, it shows that if someone have unchecked ambition, someone have vaulting ambition, how his fate will be. So this play is centered on the man action and his reaction. Macbeth was not dependent upon witches and on the fate. So if he was dependent on the witches and on the fate, he never initiate to kill the Duncan. He will wait for it, because already they had in their prophecies they had said that you will become the king. But he has not waited for it, and he has taken his initiative. There are supernatural element in the play, but it is not controlling the man's action. Yes, so there is supernatural elements, but they are not affecting their every action is taken by Macbeth. So they are never controlling their action, or they are not supporting them, but they are just working like we can say as like a spark. They work like a trigger. Then the Machiavellian morality in the play, it is also important. Machiavelli is a writer who wrote the Prince work, in which he suggested that how a king should be. He should be unscrupulous, and he should not be moral. So that is. Then supernatural elements in the play, we have seen the 3 witches in the play is not reflecting Shakespeare belief, because it is up to us to decide whether that supernatural elements in the play is right or wrong. It is just imagination of Macbeth, or it is there in reality. It shows the interest of contemporary audience, because there are some kind of belief during that era and still now that they exist, the ghost and witches exist. So to get such kind of audience also, he has written this. And then supernatural element also create a dramatic effect. Means for the drama you need something like that, and it work as a catalyst. It as a catalyst means it to make the action faster. They helped. They doesn't help them, but they somehow triggered something that is hidden in his subconscious, and they triggered that. The character sketch of Macbeth. Macbeth with a vaulting ambition. He is a complex character. He is double-minded character. He was brave and loyal initially. He is impatient and undetermined. Then the character sketch of Lady Macbeth. She is ambitious. She is cruel and insensitive. She is a skilled planner. Her personality is imbalanced, and her character is very complex. Then the character sketch of Banquo. Banquo is brave, he is ambitious, but his aim is controlled by his model. He is honest, he is flat character, he is loyal. Flat character means what? That throughout the play he is same. He never changed. He haven't get affected by any prophecies. And then the Duncan. Duncan, he is a kind-hearted man. He is generous. He is unsuspecting in nature. He is innocent. He is most likable character in the play. The summary of the play is that this play narrates the story of a general of King's army who was very brave and loyal initially, but due to his vaulting ambition, he turned into a coward and traitor. His wife continuously supports him in his transformation. This play narrates the journey of a hero to a villain. He has killed King Duncan and crossed every boundary of cruelty. He violated the law of hospitality. At the end, they suffer from many psychological problems. So hope you have understood. Thank you so much.